So what we gonna do is boil the egg. We have egg, another egg, and a pot. Some people will say put the egg in the pot and then fill up water to cover the egg. What we gotta do is not do that, because what happened is you put the egg in the pot and you pick up the pot to go to the sink to fill it up with water, and the egg gonna roll around and break. So we're not gonna do that. What we gonna do, use our eyes to see the pot has measure lines. So what we gonna do is put the egg in. It's up at the 4-cup line, just about. We're gonna have 2 eggs. So actually I think it's a little bit higher. What we're gonna do is go to the 5-cup line. When we put the eggs in, the water gonna rise. So it's okay if it might not be exactly perfect. But we're gonna take the pot to the sink. I'm gonna put it in the sink because I only have one hand. And I'm gonna remember, how many cup am I doing? 5 of them. So then we're gonna turn the water on to 5 cups. You see how the water is going up? That means it's good. Alright, we use science to figure out we are at 5 cups of water. We have 5 cups and 1 drop of water. We're gonna pick it up and bring it over to the burner. Now because we use mathematics to figure out how much water we're gonna use, now we put the egg in gently because you don't want to drop it and break it. That's why we put the water in first in the first place. Now see? The egg is covered. And we're gonna put the other egg in. Now you notice both eggs are in. The water covers both eggs. And we're gonna turn the stove on to big. Not this one, because this one's gonna be too hot. This one's good. And it turns redly because it's heating. Now what we're gonna do is do this until it starts to boil. And once it boils, I'll show you what we do because we're gonna do something different. You might hear my laundry in the background. It's okay. It's just laundry. It's just doing its cleaning. Nothing gonna happen. We're just cooking an egg. Did you know? I have onions over here. This is where I keep the onion. I also have no, never mind. I don't have anything else. Oh, actually, we're gonna want to get something else. So what we're gonna want to get, we're gonna need a bowl. we're gonna want just one bowl. We're gonna put these bowls back. Okay. We're gonna want one bowl here. And we're just gonna leave it there for now, but once wait, we're gonna do something. I'll show you. Don't rush it. Okay, and the reason I put the eggs far apart like this is because otherwise, once the water boils, we don't want the eggs knocking into each other because then they're gonna crack. But this way they won't crack. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. Oh, I forgot one more other thing. We're gonna... we was gonna want to need a pair of tongs, but I think they're being washed. So we're gonna use a spoon. I just cleaned the counter, so I'm putting the spoon on the counter. Don't judge me, the counter is clean. I cleaned it 5 minutes ago. Somebody always gonna be in the comments saying, oh, why you put the spoon on the dirty counter? But it's not dirty, it's clean. I cleaned it, look. Because what happened was yesterday, there was an egg right here. But not one of these ones, it was the ugly, wet one. And I cleaned it, so it's good. Okay, I'll put the spoon in the bowl, jeez. It's always something. And you see we're gonna get water steaming, but we're still not good yet. This isn't a boil, it's just a steam. Oh, we also gonna wanna get next to my onion, we have a timer. We're gonna wanna get the timer. I will put it right here because we're gonna need it. The pan, by the way, is from Cuisinart. It doesn't say so, but it is. If I pick up a bottom, if I pick it up and on the bottom we look, it says Cuisinart. Now the water is very steamy. It's almost gonna boil. Let's see if it's hot. Ouch, it's hot. So that means it's almost gonna boil. So some people also gonna say, you didn't put salt in the water, so it's not gonna boil. But when you do it right, your water will boil with no salt. You don't need salt to boil the water. Alright, you can see at the bottom the water is very bubbly, but that's not what boil is, so we're still waiting. Alright, the water almost boil. This is when we're gonna do something when it boils. Alright, so you notice there's big bubbles coming by the eggs, but not anywhere else. So it's not boiling. Well, actually, I just noticed when I'm not looking at the camera, it does look like it's boiling. So we're gonna call it boiling. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna set the timer for 10 minutes. If you have a timer like this, you turn it past the time and then turn it back to the time. Otherwise, you're gonna have a bad time. Then we also gonna turn the heat down just a little bit. It's gonna make it so that the water keeps boiling but doesn't go over boiling. And then once the timer gets to 5 minutes, we're gonna do something. Because right now, see how I push the egg with extreme fastness? That's because we don't want the eggs touching, because they're gonna crack if they touch. Because now the eggs are cooking. Now this is when they cook. Before they were just getting ready to cook, and now they are cooking. So some people might be asking why we gonna boil the egg. You see, I'm master camera master. Alright, so we see the timer is at 5 minutes. That's good. What we gonna do? We're gonna get rid of the spoon. Put it onto the clean counter. And how you see me. We're gonna get ball in the ice dispenser of your refrigerator. And we're gonna push the button. we're gonna get this much ice. And then what we're gonna do is bring it to the sink. And we're gonna get some cold water. And we're gonna fill up the ice. We're gonna fill up the bowl with water until it gets to here. My hand is wet now. Actually, that's enough. No more. Alright, now we just gonna... We're gonna place the bowl with water with ice and water in it on the counter next to the stove. Now the eggs are touching again, so I go in and I say no, we don't do that. And I gonna move this closer because we're gonna have to balance. Well, I'll tell you when we get closer. Alright, now we almost run out of time. When it runs out, it's gonna make a loud sound, but we have to move quick, so I'm gonna explain what I'm gonna do now. So what I'm gonna do when that timer goes off is I'm gonna use a spoon. I'm gonna pick up the egg. I'm gonna pick up one egg and put it into the ice water. Then I'm gonna take the other egg and also put it in the ice water. But that's why I move this closer, because we're gonna have to balance the egg on the spoon. Can you see me? No, that's my hand. I thought it was my nose. Alright, that's the timer. I'm gonna get the spoon. Oh, I thought it went longer. I'm gonna get the spoon. Take the egg out. Ouch. Put it into the water slowly, because if you just drop it, it's gonna crack. We don't want it to crack. Then what we're gonna do, get the other one and the spoon. Right, balancing act. Put it in the water. We're gonna shake the water off the spoon. We're gonna turn the stove off. And we're gonna take this off the burn. Now what we're gonna do, actually I forgot, what we're gonna do quickly is set the timer again, 10 minutes. Now what's happening because we put the egg in the ice water is it stopped cooking because we cooked the egg already exactly how we want it cooked. This is gonna stop it from cooking and getting overcooked. Because overcooked egg, I don't know what happened. I think the yolk turned green. If the yolk is green when we open it, we overcooked it. If it's yellow and just yellow, good job. But the reason we leave it here for 10 minutes is because right now it's very hot all the way in the center of the egg. And leaving it for that long will make it stop cooking all the way to the center. Whereas if we just put it in the water and then take it out immediately, it would be cold on the outside and still very hot on the inside, which means the yolk probably is still needing to cook. Anyway, back to the onion thing. I have 6 onion. I'm very proud of them. I bought them with money. And this is my spice rack, which is empty because I actually don't know whose spice rack it is. I took it from somewhere. But I was cleaning it so that I can put spice in it. And the water no longer is boiling. We can use it for dumping in the sink. Now somebody always gonna say, if you put hot water down your sink, bad things will happen. Well, it's not just hot water. It's cold water too. Good. I have some dirty sinks. Wow. I have some dirty dishes in my sink. But it's okay because we're human and we live. We are living human. I'm not a robot where everything is just always perfect. I mean, look, I have 6 onions on my counter. Another thing you should know is I don't know what this thing is actually used for. I bought it, but I don't know. It just said stainless steel utensil. But actually that reminds me of something else. Let me see. If I get a magnet and I put it to it, it's not gonna stick. It just, well, it's not sticking, it's just held on by friction. But like if I put it on the side, it's just gonna fall off. What is up with that? If it's stainless steel, whoa! This is stainless steel, right? See, it sticks. But like this, not stainless steel. Not stainless steel. This, kind of, is stick but not very strong. Not stainless steel, because it's plastic. Oh, hold on, look at this. Wow! Alright, we're gonna put the magnet back. I was just playing. Where's the egg? Alright, we have almost 5 minutes. And what we're gonna do when that happens, actually, we need a plate. And oh my my dishwasher is done cleaning. That means I can put my dirty sink dishes in. But what we need is a paper towel. We'll see why in a second. Don't. Patience. So other people in the comments have asked me, how do I stand so long? And the answer is, I just do. And other people say, how come the ice cubes look funny? The ice cubes want to know why you look funny first. Oh yeah, so when this happens, we're gonna take the spoon again to take the egg out, and we're gonna put them on the paper towel, and I will show you the cracking, and then we're gonna put them on the plate, where I will use the spoon to open the egg, the no shell part of the egg, to show you, hopefully, a not green yolk. And if you cook the eggs like this all the time, forever, it always happens this way. Okay, there's no such thing as setting the timer and then something different happening. If you always set the timer and always do what it says at the timer, then the egg is always good. Otherwise, if you just don't set the timer, or when the timer goes, you say, I rather watch TV, then your egg gonna be yuck and disgusting like you. One other thing. This plate comes from Walmart. You can use any plate. Alright, we soon gonna have 2 minutes left. Only 1 minute. Alright, so now that it happened, we're gonna take the spoon. We don't want the water, so we're gonna let the water go, but keep the egg. We're gonna bring it to the paper towel. Make sure it stays. We're gonna get the other one. And do the same thing. Okay. Now, once we get the egg off, now we're gonna get rid of this. Gonna put that to dry. We're gonna leave that. We're gonna take this and put it back where it goes. Then we're gonna come to the eggs. Now you'll notice no crack because we did not let the eggs touch. Look, nothing. It just did what we said. So we're gonna put it hard. Now it crack, and then you're just gonna roll it. Okay, now it crack all around the middle. Now we do the top. We're gonna do the bottom. Okay, now it's all cracked everywhere. Now this takes 2 hands, but I'm doing it with 1 because I'm better than you. Gonna take the bottom off just a little bit. And this is how it goes. We peeling the egg. Okay. Some egg have a skin. You need to remove it. Okay. Okay. The only thing using 2-hand does is it makes it come off with all at once, like this. See how it goes? But I do it with 1 hand because I'm better. I'm just better, just am. Alright, so now we're gonna have an egg with nothing on it. You see some of it is cracking, but it's okay. Because we're gonna break it anyway. Now I'm gonna take the spoon and we're gonna cut it in half. So I can show you. No green. Mamma mia. No finish. I make the egg. I make it yellow. Because some people say, well, it's okay if my egg is green. No, it's not. Green egg's yucky. This is good. This is good. Look. I can eat it. And it doesn't taste green.